Hello again. Decided to make another video of some songs that I disliked/hated that I ended up liking. I was inspired to make this video after watching a few other videos. I'll link some of the videos that inspired me in the description. My real voice will be doing the reasoning why, because frankly I am too lazy to write the reasons and have Daniel read them. Please note that I just regained my voice after losing it this weekend, so I might sound kinda weird at times. Also, please note that just because I disliked/hated a certain song does not correspond with my feelings about the individuals or the group. I think alt pop artists are super talented and do not have any hatred toward any of them. Having said that, I hope you enjoy and hopefully do not cancel me. I love you all.
We are starting this off strong. So Wolf, like everyone else, I was just like, what the heck? It was the trend and everything around this time, but I don't, like, when I first heard it, I was like, what is this? What are they wearing? I hate everything about this. But then I just ironically just listened to it over and over again, and then I ended up really liking it. And to this day, it's one of my favorite EXO songs. Block B and Cute is a combo that I didn't think I needed, and at the time when I first heard it, I did not want it or need it. And it wasn't until this year where I was just like thinking of the yesterday, and I was like, where is that song from? And I did not think it was Block B. I thought it was BTOB, and I'm really happy that I refound it because it's one of my favorite songs. LOL. I have no idea why I hated this song in the first place. I think I may have been dropped on my head as a child or something. I guess it was just like I didn't really like the auto-tune sound, and I was just kind of like, alright, it's just kind of like any other rap song. So I don't think I necessarily hated it, but I was just kind of like didn't want to like go look for it, you know what I mean? But it wasn't until like I think like maybe last year, like end of the year, I started falling in love with Loco, and I fell in love with this song. So when this song first came out, I didn't really know if I liked it or disliked it. To me, G-Friend was one of like those groups that if I wanted a cutesy concept, which is on a really rare occasion, I would go to them. And with this song, I was like, oh my gosh, they're turning into women, which they are women, like, don't get me wrong, but I was just like, this is really mature. I'm kind of here for it, but I'm kind of confused. I'm not sure. And I didn't really like the wee ow 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 part, but after a few listens, and I'm obsessed, you know what I mean? Okay, I already said this with the Loco and Gray thing, but like I said before, I'm pretty sure I was dropped as a child. I'm pretty sure when this first came out, I was the only person who did not like this song. And I was really confused as to why. But then I thought maybe it's just because I'm more of a boy group stan, which was not true really. But I've learned, and I love this song. I'm so sorry. So the beef I had with Scientist was that it just really underwhelmed me. I really like VIX, like they're in my top like 5, maybe 10 K-pop guy groups. But this song, I was just like, what is this? It's really boring. But then I've grown, and I've found a spot for it in my heart. Still not my favorite song by them, but it's good. Well, first things first, I was super disappointed that this was the song we got back after not having anything from Blackpink from a year. Like, I remember at the very beginning, somebody said that the beat drop sounds like auto-tuned farts, and that's all I could think of whenever I listened to the song. But then, you know, I listened to it like about 30, 70 times, and I was just kind of like, how you like that? Look at you, look at me. And I just love Lisa's rap part too. So yeah, I like it now. Okay, here's the thing. It wasn't the song that I hated. It was just I was super angry at Cube because one of my second favorite second generation girl groups, 4 Minutes, disbanded, and this song was supposed to be for them, and they gave it to CLC. And it just gave me 4 Minute vibes, and I was just so angry. The only thing that it reminds me of is like 2NE1 and Blackpink. And I love both groups, obviously, and I love this group, and I've grown to really like this song. It's one of CLC's best songs, to be honest. So kind of like my opinion about G-Friend, like Twice is like one of those groups that I went to if I wanted like a cutesy concept, like Likey and TT and stuff like that. And so I mean, I noticed it with like Yes or Yes, but when I saw this, I realized they were kind of moving away from that concept, and it made me kind of sad. And I guess because I was dumb, that's what made me not like this song, but this is probably one of the best Twice songs, and I regret every moment of me not liking it. But yeah, that's pretty much the only reason why I can think of why I didn't like this song at first. Literally, the reason why I did not like this song was so stupid. I didn't like it because it was slow and had a sad sound to it. And anybody knows me knows that that's like my vibe. Like, that's pretty much the only kind of music I listen to. Like, I don't really understand why I didn't like that. Like this song, because it's such a great song. I feel like out of all the Blackpink songs, like this song is super slept on. Like, I went from like not liking it to really liking it. Like, this is probably like in my top 3 favorite Blackpink songs. So it doesn't help that I haven't really liked any BTS comeback release since Idol, but I think because I've heard it so many times, I've just gotten immune to it. So I think that's why I can kind of dig it now. Honestly, there is no reason why I really did not like this song. My only guess is that I wasn't as big of like a Mamamoo stan, and I didn't really listen to it, you know what I mean? Like, I was just kind of like, oh, Go Baby, it's right there, but I'm just gonna listen to Starry Night and all these other songs on repeat. Like, I just kind of left like Go Baby on read, like, you know what I mean? And I kind of regret it because it's a really gem. I think it's a gem. It's so cute. So I was actually at the premiere for this song, and I was super excited because I really like all these groups, and they were going to be called, they are called like the Avengers of K-pop. But the first time I listened to it, I was like, that's it? That's what the big ol' Avengers are gonna give me? Like, I was super disappointed. But then, you know, after a few listens, especially to Mark's verse, like, oh my gosh, perfection.
Hey man, you better slow it down.
It is well known at this point that Big Bang is my ult. And you know, sometimes ults, they won't give you songs all the time that you were a fan of. And you know what, that's okay. And this was one of those songs for me. Like, I thought it was super boring. The music video was super cute though, because it was just all of them hanging out together and just being goofy. But I would skip this song, and I felt like such a betrayer because I was skipping a Big Bang song. And you know, one day I was just kind of like, didn't skip it, and then Top was just all like, hey man, you better slow it down. And I just had it on repeat, and since then I've kind of dig it. First things first, 2 words, character development. Literally 2 videos ago with my K-pop opinions, I was talking about this song. And even though some of them still apply to this, I actually really like this song, and I'm super happy and thankful for that because Red Velvet concepts are my thing. I love them so much, and I'm really happy that I kind of like this song. But I still don't think it's like their best song ever, but I understand the hype. I really like it now. Okay, Lullaby. I will just start off and say I really like it now, but when it first came out, I was just kind of like, okay, it's nice, but it's not my favorite. Come on, God7. Like, I don't know. Like, I like their outfits and everything in the music video, but I just couldn't get behind this title track. Like, in my opinion, like, still to this day, like, this is not one of their best, like, title tracks, but I can vibe with it now. Like, I like it. So this was my first ever, like, K-pop girl music video that I ever watched, and I was just like, no, I'm never going to stan a girl group. Like, this is so bad. Little did I know that I was going to stan a few girl groups in the future, and little did I know that this would become one of my favorite K-pop songs. Like, it's such a bop. So I didn't like this song for multiple reasons. First, kind of the same reason why I didn't like Yesterday, because Cute and Block B I didn't think fit hand in hand, but it was just too cutesy for me, and I felt kind of weird watching it because of that reason. Plus, I didn't really like Zico's part because he was just hanging out with an emu and it was like a little bit darker and stuff, but it was for a cutesy music video and I was super confused. Like, his rap is good and all, but I didn't think it fit. But now this is one of my favorite Block B songs. So rumor has it this is a song that you can never escape from, and that's exactly what happened. Like, I didn't like this song, but then I kept hearing it everywhere. I kept hearing about it, and I was just kind of like, why is this song so catchy? Why does everybody like it? And then, you know, I listened to it a few more times and I watched the music video, and Hyuna is actually one of my favorite artists, and so pretty quickly I fell in love with the song, and I feel bad for hating it. Oh my gosh, I just thought this song was super boring. I love both of them, but it wasn't until I watched the music video that I really like to watch it. Like, Simon Dominic right here, like, I laugh all the time. And then this part right here with Crush and Hoodie, like, it's just so funny to me. And so every time I listen to the song, I think of like this and I just smile and kind of like Crush. So first thing, I'm not the biggest fan of them, and that's nothing against them. I just personally feel like a lot of their songs are the same, and that was how I felt about this one. And it really wasn't until like I actually listened to it like 1 or 2 times more, like unlike a lot of the other songs on this list. And the do part, Felix's part, and I think it's Bang Chan, like, those just kind of like got to me, and they fueled like this love. Like, this is one of my favorite songs of 2020. So you know, like those songs where you're just kind of like, I'm not quite sure how I feel, and then you listen to it a few more times and you're like, oh yeah, the vibes are off. That's kind of how I felt about this song, and it took me like about a few months to actually get into it, which is really weird because I really like the music video. I love Hyungwon's part. The raps are amazing. Like, oh my gosh, like Joohyun and IM and like the bridge, fantastic. But I just didn't like the song at first. But then, you know, like I said, like all those parts just ended up kind of like being a domino effect, and it's one of my favorite Monsta X songs right now. Like, I love it. Like, so good. Alright, y'all ready for the dumbest reason why I don't like a song out of like all the songs on this playlist or whatever this is? A video, that's what this is. Haha. So, the reason why I didn't like this song is because all 18 members at the time were in this music video and I felt overwhelmed. It's so dumb. I was like, oh my gosh, there's too many people. And as of 2020, there is now 23 people, and I am super excited for NCT 2020. Like, at the time, like when I first started, I wasn't that into NCT, and I was just like, oh my gosh, there's so many of you. This is so scary. And now I'm just like, oh, let there be 50 members. I'm super excited. Like, I'm crazy. Like, I love this song now, but at the beginning, I was just like, what the heck? Okay, this song, I hated it. Like, I hated this song with like all my heart because it was just, I didn't like it because it was just cringy in my opinion, like the music video and just the song itself. Like, I was just like, nah, no me likey, no me gusta. But then, you know, one day I was thinking about Bobby, as one does, and I was just thinking about his raps, and I clicked on Bling Bling, like, because I didn't remember his rap for Bling Bling, and after listening to it, I was like, dang, bro, you got some bars. And because of him, I started really liking this song. And honestly, no cap, it's one of his best raps. Like, don't at me, sis. It's true. The only reason why I hated this song at first was because I thought I was a bad girl and cute concepts were stupid. And honestly, I hate that so much about me, and I'm so happy that I woke up and found out the gloriness of Me Gustas too. Because honestly, call me overdramatic, but this is the song of the century. Nobody has gone as hard as G-Friend did for this song. Like, this is my all-time favorite girl group K-pop song, and yo, it was not even that it was a cute concept, like I've been saying. It was just weird to me. And like, not only me, but like my mom hated this song too. And it got to a point where I just found it so funny because it was cringy that I would play it over and over again just to annoy her. But in the process of me doing that, I fell in love. So for a while I've been woke about Woody Go Child, but I hadn't really looked at what he's done solo wise, and so I decided to do that. And I noticed he had a song with Hwasa, and I was just like, ooh, this is gonna be good. But then when I listened to it, I was super underwhelmed, and the music video had me underwhelmed as well. And I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden I just got super obsessed with it. And it's probably like one of my most played songs on Spotify. And I just really like it now. It's very chill. I was curious to know who Everglow was going to be, like what kind of concept they would have, and so I looked at the debut, and I have no idea what was going through my head when I just thought that this was not a good song. The only excuse that I think I can muster up is that I thought they sounded like every other new girl group at the time, but I came to my senses and I realized this is probably one of the best debuts of 2019. So good. I've mentioned this a few times, but I think that I was definitely dropped on my head as a child. Thank you, mother, because I'm not quite sure really why I didn't like this song. Like, I mean, just watch the music video. It's pretty great, and like the song is like super cute. And this is just like, I'm a huge like Bobby stan, so I'm just really confused why I hated it. So obviously now I really like it because it's good. Haha. Okay, like this song, like I'm pretty sure it's more of like a guilty pleasure than like I love it. I mean, obviously I love it. It's a guilty pleasure. But when I first heard and saw this song, I was cringing the whole time because they look like babies. They look like they are like 4 years old. And I know like they are children, but like, oh my gosh, like I just felt weird watching it. And plus around this time, I believe Mark in NC2, he literally said, and that's a long ass ride. And then I see him looking like a child here. It was super confusing. So pretty much the same story as Everglow, but then I also didn't really like this song because I felt like a lot of like girl groups at this time were doing a lot of like self-love, which, you know, nothing wrong with that, but I just felt like I was listening to the same song like over and over again. And it took me about a year to get woke on how amazing this song is, and they're just so good. Like, I really like them. Like, I'm a stan. Like, they're so awesome. I could go on forever how much I love Itsy, but let's talk about Dalla Dalla. I'm pretty sure this is also one of my most played songs of the year, like, and I really regret hating it.
There you guys have it. What are some songs you ended up liking? Do we have anything similar? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope you all stay safe and healthy. Also, remember to drink water and to slut drop for K-pop.